You've been trying, haven't you? Pushing, bending, breaking yourself just to earn a sliver of their respect. You gave them your time, your energy, your soul, only to get mocked behind your back, dismissed like you were nothing. And now you sit there, questioning yourself, wondering, why don't they respect me? Why don't they see my worth? Let me break it to you, kid. They don't respect you because you've given them too much. Too much of your time, too much of your energy, too much of yourself. You fed them, and now they think they own you. Funny how the world works, isn't it? They tell you to fight back, to stand your ground, to scream louder than the ones tearing you down. They tell you to prove yourself, to show them your worth. But I'm here to tell you something else, something they don't want you to know. The loudest ones? They're the weakest, the ones demanding your attention, your reaction. They need you more than you need them. And here's the kicker. The moment you stop playing their game, you win. I've seen it over and over. People breaking themselves just to prove they matter to those who never cared and never will. So let me ask you, what if you stopped? What if you walked away? What if you refused to give them the satisfaction of your anger, your pain? You want to know what happens then? Respect, fear, 4 things you don't beg for, 4 things you don't chase, 4 things you earn when you show them you're above their noise. This isn't about taking the high road or turning the other cheek. No, this is about strategy, power, strength. Because every time you react, every time you let their words, their actions, their lies get under your skin, you give them control. And you're better than that, stronger than that, smarter than that. So let me break it down for you. 4 reasons, 4 truths, 4 lessons that'll make them respect you, make them fear you, without you lifting a damn finger. But you've got to listen. You've got to understand. Because this is how you take control. Not just of them, but of yourself. You ready? Good. Let's begin. 1. Silence makes them question their power. Power only works when it's acknowledged. Their words, their jabs, their fake smiles, they only sting because you let them. The moment you ignore them, you snatch that power right out of their hands. And that scares them, terrifies them. Picture this. A dog barking at you in the street. Annoying, isn't it? But do you bark back? Number. You walk past, head held high, like it's beneath you. That's what ignoring does. It shows them they don't matter. And that's where respect begins. People fear what they can't control. When you argue back, you validate their existence. When you ignore them, you make them irrelevant. And nothing burns more than irrelevance. 2. Ignoring exposes their weakness. Here's the fun part. When you don't react, you force them to reveal their insecurities. Their masks start to slip. The louder they get, the more desperate they become. Let me tell you a little story. There was a kid, quiet, small, always minding his own business. The bullies thought they could break him. Every insult, every shove, every attempt to humiliate him, he met it with silence. No tears, no anger, just cold indifference. And you know what happened? They cracked. They couldn't handle it. They started fighting amongst themselves, trying to outdo each other, trying to force a response that never came. In the end, he won. Ignoring them doesn't just show strength. It reflects their weakness, their need for attention, validation, control. It's all exposed when you refuse to play their game. It's like holding up a mirror, forcing them to see the pathetic creature staring back. 3. Silence builds mystery and fear. Mystery is power. When they don't know what you're thinking, they imagine the worst. Silence is a weapon sharper than any insult, more effective than any punch. Think of the most feared figures in history. They didn't shout, they didn't scream, they didn't explain themselves. They let their silence speak volumes. Silence makes you unpredictable. And unpredictability, that's what keeps people up at night. When you stop explaining yourself, when you stop reacting, they start filling in the blanks. Why isn't he reacting? What's he planning? Does he know something I don't? Their imagination becomes your greatest ally. Let them spiral in their own minds. Let them drown in their own doubts. Fear doesn't come from what you say, it comes from what you don't say. So stay quiet. Watch them squirm. Let them fear the storm they think is coming, even if it never does. 4. Ignoring protects your peace and amplifies your power. This isn't just about them. This is about you, your peace, your focus, your power. Why waste your energy on people who thrive on your misery? Here's a hard truth. Not everyone deserves your attention. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Your time is limited. Your energy is sacred. Why throw pearls to pigs? When you ignore them, you protect your peace. You take back control. You focus on what matters. Your goals, your growth, your future. And that's what they truly fear. They don't fear your silence. They fear what your silence allows you to become. They're stuck in their little world, playing their petty games. But you're moving forward. Every second you don't spend on them is a second invested in yourself. Every time you walk away, you're building a legacy they'll never understand. And one day, when they look up, they'll see you towering above them, unbothered, unstoppable. So, kid, are you starting to get it now? Ignoring them isn't weakness. It's power. It's control. It's the ultimate revenge. They want your attention. They crave your reaction. Don't give it to them. Starve them. Let them wither in the shadows while you shine in the light. Respect doesn't come from shouting the loudest or hitting the hardest. It comes from silence, from strength, from knowing who you are and refusing to let anyone drag you down. Ignore them. Rise above them. Become the storm they never saw coming. And when they look back, they'll realize, too late, that the person they tried to break became unbreakable. You got this, kid. Now get out there and show them what silence really means.